Display. The Galaxy A12 comes with a 6.5-in PLS display, basically Samsung's IPS-like panel, with a resolution of 720 x 1600, giving you approximately 264 pixels per inch. And while this may be some way short of full HD experiences that you can get for the price, even with the large panel it looks perfectly sharp in day-to-day use. Hardware. This is an octa-core chipset with 4 cores clocked at 23 GHz and 4 more at 16 GHz. That's backed up by 4 GB RAM and 64 GB of onboard storage in our model, though there are international variants with 3 or 6 GB RAM and 32 or 128 GB of storage. While we generally argue you want at least 4 GB RAM in 2021, the storage space is a bit of a non-issue, as the Galaxy A12 supports microSD cards of up to 1 TB in size. Camera. The Samsung Galaxy A12 has a 48MP f/20 main camera, supported by a 5MP f/22 ultra-wide lens and 22MP f/24 snappers for depth sensing and macro photography. In bright conditions, photos are quite good, with a decent composition and enough detail to be worthwhile. The Samsung Galaxy A12 captures video at 30fps in 1080p or 720p. There's no 60fps option for either end, clearly from the footage. Here is the short summary of Galaxy A12. Display. Screen size, inches, 6.50. Touchscreen yes. Resolution 720 x 1600 pixels. Aspect ratio 20:9. Hardware. Processor 18 GHz octa-core. Processor make MediaTek Helio P35. RAM 4 GB. Internal storage 64 GB. Expandable storage yes. Expandable storage type microSD. Expandable storage up to gigabytes 1000. Camera. Rear camera 48 megapixel. Plus 5 megapixel. Plus 2 megapixel. Plus 2 megapixel. Rear autofocus yes. Rear flash yes. Front camera 8 megapixel. Software. Operating system Android 10. Skin 1 UI Core 2.5. Display. It's got a 667-inch, 1080p 60Hz display with a small hole punch notch and 4 rear cameras including an ultra-wide, macro, and depth sensor. Hardware, it's powered by a modest Qualcomm Snapdragon 480 processor paired with either 6 or 8 GB of RAM, 128 GB of expandable storage, and a 470 mAh battery. The X20 supports sub-6 GHz 5G. Camera, the phone has a total of 4 rear cameras, a 64-megapixel main camera, a 5-megapixel ultra-wide, a 2-megapixel depth sensor, and a 2-megapixel macro. Performance in daylight is broadly fine, but when things are more dimly lit you quickly start to lose detail and definition. Neither the ultra-wide camera nor the macro camera have the resolution to take decent photographs, and the 2-megapixel macro camera in particular is a pointless and puzzling inclusion. Here is the short summary of Nokia X20. Display. Screen size, inches, 6.67. Touchscreen yes. Resolution 1080x2400 pixels. Aspect ratio 20:9. Hardware. Processor octa-core. Processor make Qualcomm Snapdragon 480. RAM 6 GB. Internal storage 128 GB. Expandable storage yes. Expandable storage type microSD. Expandable storage up to GB 512. Camera. Rear camera 64 megapixel plus 5 megapixel plus 2 megapixel plus 2 megapixel. Rear autofocus yes. Rear flash yes. Front camera 32 megapixel. Software. Operating system Android 11.